Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Listen to Steve Harvey. Oh, listen to Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Okay. I want to share something with you that I had to come to the realization one time. And even in the reinvention of myself right now, I've had to come to that, and I want to share it with you today. Give it to you. I want to tell you about something that a lot of people do in their life. And I want you to be aware of it. Here it is. Don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. I said, don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. The reason I'm saying this is because people have a tendency to, once they make a decision about something, or once they decide to go a certain path, they go against everything. Anything anybody says, anything anybody might do, any other ruling they may come across, they shun advice. They don't listen to counsel. They just, I made the decision. I'm going to do it anyway. Don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. Now, here's a surefire way to tell if you're wrong. If you don't see any movement in the direction you've chosen, if you don't see anything going right in that decision, if you feel as though you're in a rut, if the wall you're climbing seems so insurmountable that you ain't even moving an inch, and every time you turn around, you keep getting knocked back down. Don't get stuck on yourself. You know, you could be wrong, you know. See, that's why it's important for people to always be open to the reinvention of yourself. You know, you cannot be afraid to reinvent yourself. In other words, you can't be afraid to change. Change is necessary when it comes to growth. There is no growth without change. You cannot grow and never change. And I'm sorry, it's like from the time you were born, you are constantly growing, but in that growth, have you not noticed you have constantly changed? The more you know, listen to this. The more you know, the older you look. Sorry. Sorry. But there is no growth without change. And I have found this to be true and the case. The more you know, the older you look. Now you can do drugs and kill both them theories. Because you can do drugs and not know nothing and look real old. So, you know, there's a way around it. But I'm talking about if you spending your life trying to make something out yourself. There is no growth without change. You cannot be afraid to reinvent yourself. So don't get stuck on yourself because you could be wrong, you know. If you heading in a direction and ain't nothing going right in your life, could it be the wrong direction? If you're climbing and you're making no headway, could it be the wrong direction? Could you have possibly made the wrong choice? Don't get stuck on yourself because you done made the wrong stuff. It's okay to forgive yourself. It's okay to let yourself off the hook. It's even smarter sometimes to admit that you were wrong. You ever met somebody ain't ever wrong? Have you ever met somebody you talk to, they ain't ever wrong about nothing, man. It's they way or the highway. This is my way. I know people like that, stuck on them power trips and all like that. You know what I had to learn how to do? I had to learn how to let them go on them power trips. But listen to this, though. You're not taking me on that trip, though. You're going on that trip by yourself. I'm going in the right direction. I've decided to stop the way. Okay, listen to this person. I decided to stop doing business the way I was doing business. I decided to stop to allow business being done around me the way business was being done around me. You know what? You know the best decision I made was to allow for God to have some say-so and to offer me his direction. I have found him to be a better driver than anyone else I know. I have found him to know more about the man he made than anybody else who's merely associating with me. I have found it to be a fact that my maker knows more about the vehicle he created than does anybody else. If your Chevy break, don't you take it to Chevy? You don't take your Ford when it break down to a Toyota dealership. They not going to know everything that the Ford dealership would know about the vehicle. You know why? Because they're not the maker of it. So now, why you letting your life being led, controlled, and guided by somebody other than your maker? I'm just asking you to let's all take a common sense look at this. So if going to your maker is the best way, the best decision I made in my business was take over my brand myself and to allow the maker of this brand. See, without God, I'm none of this. I'm none of this. I want you to clearly understand I ain't none of this without him. I wish I could have the guts to reach back there and pat myself on the back for what I've accomplished in my life. I wish I had the guts. I wish the nerve of me, because I know for a fact that there is no way that I could have manufactured the life that I have. I could not even have thought of it. There's no way I could have told you that this was the route I was going to take and this is the outcome because of it. I had no idea, no clue. The one thing I had, though, was an unshakable faith in God. I had I just kept believing in him. I kept believing that he had something more for me. And then when I touched base with him and asked him to show me what it is, what he had for me, ta-da, the magic show began. Because you know what he did? He took all my natural abilities that he had given to me, this gift that he gave me, that he poured into me at birth, that same gift that he poured into you at birth. The moment you go to him and let him show you that gift, and then guess what? Once he takes what he naturally put in you and put his superpowers on top of that, then you have some supernatural things going on in your life. And you may not be feeling me. I'm cool with that. But I done had some supernatural things happen to me. Every day I wake up, some supernatural, the rewards of my life, the awards of my life, the accomplishments, the how I'm working, the how I manage it all that ain't nothing but God. That ain't nothing but God. You can't even explain this schedule to people. Sometimes when people ask me, Steve, how do you do it? I go, well, this is what I manage my time. Then at the end of when I get through, I say, hey, man, you know what I need to tell y'all for real? It's God. I don't really know. But I'm letting him manage me, so he handling it. He ain't going to put no more on me than I can bear. Listen to me, y'all. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. And remember this. Don't get stuck on yourself, because you could be wrong, you know. You absolutely could be wrong. If you don't tie this to your gift, you will be struggling the rest of your life.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, gentlemen and ladies, Volkswagens and the clowns, may I have your undivided attention, please? Today's show is going to be one where I am committed to making several verbal errors intentionally.
Yeah, I'm in there too.
I'm just going to bring it and y'all deal with it.
Yeah.
Welcome to this here morning show. Good morning, Shirley.
We just talked about this. No.
You wasn't here yesterday.
I know.
So now we know the hall monitor's back. Where your pass?
Where your hall pass?
Got no
Stop
damn
running in the hall.
Do you have a hall pass? You know, good and hell well I ain't got no
Good
hall
morning.
pass.
Then go back to
Steve.
your class.
And everyone. Good morning,
I had
guys.
stole one
welcome
time.
back.
Oh, well, first of all, good morning, Carla.
Morning, crew. Sorry about that.
Junior,
Morning. Get up to the mic,
Jay,
fella.
Good morning, Steve.
and Tommy.
Yeah.
I stole out the administrative office one time a stack of hall passes.
Oh, really?
Oh, boy, I had a nice
That was a
business.
nice day right there.
I had
It's
a
a
nice
business?
Selling.
business. I was
Wait a minute,
selling hall passes.
you were making money off hall passes?
Yeah, I sold them out my locker.
But they
You
were
were
free.
hustling?
They were
What you
free,
mean?
Steve.
How they free? How hall pass free, Shirley? A
I
teacher
mean-
got to give you a hall pass for you to be out in the hallway wandering around. Now, if
Right.
you just want to wander around, where your hall pass?
You gotta have
Teachers don't let you walk out in the hall.
So they pay. So you made people pay you to get a pass?
Yeah,
How
$1
much?
or a sandwich.
$1. What?
Or a sandwich.
A sandwich, or like
My-
if you was going down to Dippy's, you had to bring me a corn dog or some wings. Something.
Wow.
I
But,
just
okay,
hustle.
No one knew that you were doing this? The teachers?
Wait, let me ask you something. Who gonna tell it? What you can't do after you get busted with the hall pass is tell them you bought it from me. Now your ass really in trouble.
With
So
And you
how
gonna
old
get
were
jumped
you
on.
when you were hustling hall pass?
I was in high school,
wow.
16, 17.
So you
And
did.
that's
It
when
was
the
not, I had a
hustle
whole
started?
stack of them because you just tore them off at the top. I had a whole stack of them.
Would you sign them for him?
Pink Hawk. No, hell no, I can't write. I'm just giving you the hall
'Cause
pass.
you're
nigga.
in the
That's
hall.
you go and put whatever you need on that. I don't know your teacher.
in class.
Put whatever you want.
I don't know your teacher. Yeah. Everybody had them.
So
No,
that's when
no
you
one
drew
thought
the
that was
line.
unusual that all these students had hall passes.
I ain't selling them just anybody. You had to be, of a certain element. I had to
So-
know that you had, like a background that could handle.
Keep
when
it on
you
the
get-
low, huh?
Right.
Right.
This is
You know,
crazy.
A background.
safe
You had to
to
have
say-
a type of background where if I know you got busted, you just took it.
You weren't gonna put my name in it.
Yeah.
You cut class, didn't you?
No, I didn't never cut, dog. I cut class my whole time I was in school. I cut class twice. Whole time I went to school, man.
But the stuff that you did
I didn't know
while
nothing,
in
but
there.
I went.
You was there.
Yeah.
I had perfect
doing
attendance,
that.
all kind of stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right,
I
listen.
at least get perfect attendance. I'm not finna be on no honor roll or nothing like that.
We'll be back at 32 after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time for something funny. Now, Steve, I wanted to ask you, and the guys as well, what's the weirdest or the craziest thing you were caught doing red-handed? Something you know you weren't supposed to do, but it was crazy, though. Maybe it was something you were looking up online, or maybe it was an embarrassing moment in the bathroom you told us about when you were a child.
Yes.
at your girlfriend's house one time and you had a real bad explosion. Something that happened during, on the job.
I mean, I've done everything. I mean, which one you want?
Oh,
Red-handed,
yeah.
stealing, busted, you under arrest,
You have so
everybody
many stories.
down.
Yes.
I've heard all these statements in my life. Halt right there. Put your hands up. You.
Hands up.
Yeah, I've had all. Which one you want? Which one of them you
Just
want?
something funny.
Shirley, wasn't none of it funny.
Oh.
Getting busted.
To you.
Getting busted just ain't funny, right?
Well,
At the time.
Have you been caught butt naked on? Have you been caught butt naked?
No, I ain't never been caught butt naked.
that's your story, Tommy, huh?
Well, I want it.
Wait.
Well, I'll tell you one time. I would. I got
knew
caught.
it. I
but
knew
I
it.
wanted to get caught.
Oh, what do you mean?
I was at this girl's house one time. She was at work.
Uh-huh.
And I told her I was going to cook for her when she came in. So I got over to her house and set it all up. And I cooked everything. I cooked pretty good, I was young. I was a young dude then. Mm-hmm. So she had a duplex townhouse. The kitchen, living room downstairs, and 2 bedrooms was upstairs. And I decided to go on upstairs and wait for her. I done all this cooking all afternoon. So I just had a trail of clothes all the way up the steps.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm under the cover naked,
Okay.
looking like new money.
Yeah.
Showered.
Yeah.
I got so much baby oil on me. This was before I knew how to handle baby oil. I had so much baby oil on me, I done ruined her sheets.
Just oily.
Yeah, all in my hair.
Uh-huh.
I had excess baby oil. I didn't know what I was doing then. And she was picking up the clothes, coming up the steps, laughing. You so crazy. Oh, you so crazy. Oh. I had, one sock, then another sock, belt, drawers, shirt, just cap, all that placed up the steps. The last thing was the drawers.
Yeah.
She got up there, and I snatched the covers off. I'm butt naked. But I got so much oil on me.
Yeah.
All she said was, "Oh my God, look at my sheets." I said, "Your sheets?
Look
You
at
see all this laying on these damn
it
sheets?
is.
What is you talking about your sheets for? What you need to worry about rhyme with sheets, but I don't know what you talking about. Look at all these sheets." She was so mad.
Yeah.
Because I had baby oil on the
much
sheets.
grease.
She missed the point.
Yeah. Of all.
The whole damn point.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
So what ended up happening?
Not a damn thing. She mad. Real attitude, too, about her sheets.
About some sheets.
Must have been sad.
So I
Was it
got
sad?
up, no, hell no. Just regular ass cotton sheets. Now I'm going down. I got to collect all my stuff all the way back down these damn steps. Ain't this about nothing. I'm putting stuff on the stairway so when I got to the bottom, I was fully dressed.
Yeah.
Because I had took the stuff off strategically. So I just put it back on the same way. Got my drawers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
them pants,
You had your order.
my shirt,
pattern.
Yeah.
my socks,
Yeah.
my shoes. By the time I got to the bottom, I just got on dressed, went on, got in my car, went on home. Hell.
You laughed?
Yeah, what you not finna do is be mad at me all this damn time.
About some sheets.
What happened to the meal you
Hey, the
cooked?
spaghetti and the salad in the refrigerator.
Got an attitude.
I'm done with you.
So you put on your clothes and got in your car and went home. What happened the next day? Did you talk to her?
we ain't talked for a while.
Oh, okay.
Then she called me, she said, "So I ain't heard from you."
Uh-huh.
You ain't heard from me. Now, she called my apartment. I ain't heard from you because, hate to tell y'all this, wasn't no cell phones back then. I ain't heard from you. I said, well, hey, what you want to hear from me? I spent all that time cooking you a meal and all you complain about is shit. I'm sorry. No, hell, I'm sorry, nothing.
Nah.
I see how you are.
Nah.
See, your ass crazy. I ain't finna get involved with you. So that was
That
it.
was it. That was
Yeah,
it.
yeah, never went nowhere.
Did you buy her some new sheets?
Buy her some sheets, wash them. Hey, what number baby oil?
Grease.
Kind of hard to get out.
Yeah, it was grease, Steve.
That's kind of
What?
hard to get out.
That ain't dog. They bed sheets. But you complain. You missed the point. Skip, thank you for cooking a meal.
Yeah, all that.
All this here, none of that.
She was unappreciative.
You know, she
But if you
laughing up the
notice, though-
steps at the close, but get up there now. She hit a switch so hard. She just that damn mad about this baby oil on these sheets. I tell you what, I ain't gonna stop doing. I ain't gonna stop using baby oil. I can promise you that.
But that's what I
I
wanna
bet
say.
you that. I might be a little rookie at it now because I'm 21. But I tell you what, I'm gonna learn how to work this baby oil.
See, that taught you a lesson.
Yeah, well, at 61,
Yeah.
I am a baby oil specialist. I'm a boss, baby. A BOS.
Baby
There's
oil.
something about
Baby
him and
oil
baby
specialist.
It's something about you and baby oil. Did I tell you about the time, Carla, I had to come get him? He done slipped and fell.
Refresh
He
my
butt
memory,
naked
what
in baby oil.
Wait, what? No, you didn't tell her.
Oh, my God.
Steve, you didn't mention this at all.
Yeah, this is.
Tell him about the
Baby
time
oil.
I had to come get you. You didn't call because you fell. And you in a puddle of baby oil, butt naked. Tell him about that part.
So you saw him butt naked, Tommy?
I didn't call him. I hollered out.
We gotta go. Okay.
Ain't nobody called him. He came over.
Coming up next is Run That Prank Back. More ignorance from this ignorant show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Right now, it's time for Nephew Tommy with Run That Prank Back, Neff.
Your son is fat.
Oh, boy.
Your son is fat.
Gonna get a lot of people upset.
Yeah.
That's like too
Hey,
much.
hey, what boycott him then? Your son is fat.
Okay.
People quick to boycott nowadays. Ain't they?
We marching on these pranks is what we doing. Your son is fat. Run it, cat.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Kathy, please.
This is her.
Hi, Kathy. This is Kirby. I'm actually the owner at the daycare, Mine's Daycare, where your son comes.
Okay.
All right. I'm sure you're familiar with my wife, Benita.
Yes, sir.
All right. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Oh, how's our little Devon? How's he doing?
He's good. He's laying down taking a nap.
Okay. You guys been coming here, I guess, about a year now, right?
Yeah, since he was 1.
Okay. Listen, I wanted to give you a call. I'm looking at some information. How is Devon doing at home? Is he eating properly at home?
When you say eating, what do you mean?
I mean,
Like,
is he getting meals every time he's supposed to get them while he's at home?
Yeah. he eats. He's doing pretty good.
Okay. Now, there's no situation where you guys may be a shortage of food or anything like that, are you?
Wait a minute. Shortage of food? No, sir. My husband works real good. We don't have a problem with a shortage of food. Is there a problem with him?
Well, we're looking at the records, and little Devon is 2.
Yes, sir.
Have you looked at the comparison of 2-year-olds, the majority of 2-year-olds, in comparison to, I guess I should say, size, in comparison to Devon's size?
You mean like in body weight, body size? Yeah, I mean, he's a little tall. He wasn't a small child when he was born. He was 10 pounds, but no, he's on the scale of right where he should be. He's just a little, taller because his daddy is tall. But he's doing.
Okay.
He's
So you don't think he's anywhere in the ballpark of obesity?
At 2, you mean fat?
I mean, I didn't want to be blunt, but Miss Kathy, I mean, your son's.
Let me just say, on a Sunday, I'm relaxing, and we talking about. You think my son is a little overweight, or what? What's the problem?
I think he's fat. And the problem I'm having here is that I'm noticing the records of everything as far as.
Wait. We need to back up to you think he's fat. I've never spoken to you. Mr. Kirby, is that what you said?
My name is Kirby.
Okay, so every morning that I drop him off for a year and I give my daycare money, Miss Benita has never said anything about his eating habits. So you're telling me that you think my son is fat? Do you deal with him? Do you deal with him on a daily basis?
I don't deal with him on a daily basis. What I'm looking at is records that are showing me that he's eating way more than the rest of anybody at the daycare. And not only that, he's drinking probably a gallon of milk a day.
A gallon of milk? Y'all only get snacks 2 times a day, and he's there only for breakfast and lunch. And how in the hell is he drinking a gallon of milk? And if he is drinking a gallon of milk, do you need me to drink a gallon?
I'm blown away by this, ma'am, but all I know is this.
No, I'm blown away by this because you calling me on a Sunday calling my damn child fat. That's the problem. And your wife has never said a damn thing. Never has she said one thing to me in a year when she collected my damn daycare money. She ain't said my son is eating y'all at a house and home.
Okay, well, you know, my wife's a different person, and she tries to be cordial with everyone.
Well, she's the one who deals with me, Mr. Kirby. I've never met you. Never met you, especially on a Sunday.
Well, the reason why I'm calling you on a Sunday, ma'am, is that I know tomorrow you're going to be trying to drop your son off.
Oh, I am going to drop him off.
No, that's kind of the reason why I'm calling you. Now, here's what we can do. There's
what
2 alternatives here. Either you can keep him at home.
No, I'm not keeping him at home. My husband works and I work. I'm dropping my damn son off at 6:30 like I do every morning.
Okay, ma'am, listen. If we can't get him at the regular weight that he needs to be at.
You might want to get Ms. Benita on this phone because obviously you ain't the one that need to be talking to me. Because if you're not there every day and I deal with your wife.
Ma'am, I'm telling you that your son is too big to be. He's too big.
His fat is coming every morning if that's the case. And if he's eating at a house and home, I'll send him some extra. But what I pay my money for is what you're going to feed him for. 2 full meals and 2 snacks. And if he need extra, I'll put some in his bag.
But he's drinking a gallon of milk a day.
I don't care. There's no way possible that he can drink a gallon of milk a day.
Okay, ma'am, here's the deal. I don't want you to have to stop bringing your son there.
And I'm not.
Here's my second alternative. I will put him on a diet, okay? I'll give him an apple in the day.
You ain't no damn doctor. Are you from the health food program?
Ma'am, I will give him an apple and a glass of water in the morning, and I'll give him an apple and a glass of water in the evening, and then you guys can feed him when he gets home.
You must be certified in the food program, especially if you sitting up here telling me my damn son is going on a diet, and he's not drinking no water and no apple. He needs a full snack. If the other kids is having an apple and water, then that's what you better be serving him. But if that ain't the case, then hell no, he better get the full snack. So if that's graham crackers and apple juice, well, damn it, that's what my son better be getting. And if he want extra, he better get it.
Ma'am, listen, all I'm trying to tell you is your son drank too much. He drinks too much milk on a daily basis.
Whoa. You need to back the up. I know you did not cuss at me. I know you did.
I did not cuss at you. No. I caught myself.
You got ready to cuss at me. Let me tell you one thing. You ain't got to worry about it. We don't have nothing else to talk about. My husband, me, your wife, and everybody that works at that damn daycare better be there in the morning because at 6:30, we going to be there. And my son, he's coming all week, and he going to eat all week. If he want 2 gallons of milk, he gonna drink it. If he want 2 plates of food, he gonna get it. Because I tell you what, we pay damn good money to come to that daycare. So,
let me explain something. You're gonna bring your child up there, then I'm gonna have to put him on some Slim Fast. Now, I will put your child on Slim Fast. I was trying not to go to this perspective, but I will.
Give him some Slim Fast, and you gonna get a Slim Fast whooping. I'm gonna whoop your and whoever gave it to him. Whoever gave it to him, they gonna get a Slim Fast whooping. All them little kids better have some Slim Fast. If he getting some, he better eat whatever they eating. If they eating steak, well, damn it, he better have some too.
If we had steak, he'd probably eat the whole damn cow.
Well, I don't care. I pay for it, but he better not get no Slim Fast. I will shut it the down about my child.
Okay, I got something else you need to know about your son.
What the else do I need to know besides you think my son is overweight? What the else can you tell me today?
I need to tell you this. I need to tell you that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend Lucretia got me to prank phone call you.
What the did you just say? What the did you just say?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend Lucretia got me to prank phone call you.
I'm gonna beat that to death. She know I don't play about my damn son at all. That's my only son. I don't play about him. I'm going to be there. Is she there?
No, she's not here,
hear me?
baby.
It's on after this. It's on.
It's on.
It is on.
Hey, I got one more thing I got to ask you, baby. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's on. I'm whooping. It's on. I hope you can hear me. Wherever you at last.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, Jay is here with things that have a cutoff age. Jay, Explain this,
Well,
please.
well, Steve actually has it. It's these things, Shirley and everybody, there's a cutoff age to everything. To everything you do. Some people just ignore it and just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
But run it down, Steve.
Like,
Come on.
this should have a cutoff point. The nay-nay,
The dance.
if you over 40, we really don't need to look out there and see you doing the nay-nay or the whip. The whip or the nay-nay. Yeah. And you 40.
Uh-huh.
Really, 35. 33.
We're going to let you have it to 33.
Yeah, 33. You asked, stop doing the whip and the nay-nay. Here's what you can't do if you over 35. You cannot go see the Migos perform.
Man.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Nah.
No, you can't.
No, you can listen to them.
You can, but you got to take your kids.
Yeah, you got to take somebody's children with you, right?
Mississippi
Okay.
Monica just went.
Way too old. Way too old. People sitting next to her going, who mama?
Sitting there watching the Migos over reading
Who
glass.
mama? Here's something that has a cutoff age, and we don't have a cutoff age, but just listen to this. You cannot wear crop tops if you have a muffin top, man or woman.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
You
one.
know how
That's
men
real.
wear them shirts that's cut off too short, like you Ezekiel Elliott? Well, you're not.
Yes,
Well, you're not.
that's a good one.
I like it.
If there's a little bit of muffin on the side.
Yeah. You can't do it. You
Nah.
can't do it.
I don't mind a little muffin on a woman.
But on a man,
Yeah, man,
dude,
Yeah.
What's wrong?
dude, bro.
If you're over 25, you got to stop using the word lit.
What?
If you're over 25, yeah, Shirley, you got to stop using the word lit.
This show is
say
lit
it all the
every
time,
day.
Steve.
Yeah.
Stop it.
If you over 55 and you still using the word copacetic, everything copacetic. Oh, that's copacetic, man. Oh, man, that's copacetic. You need to come on out.
Come on. Okay.
I love this.
Come on.
If you 4 years old and you're in a stroller with your legs crossed and you can pull yourself along in the stroller, your ass needs to be walking.
Oh my God, you got something for the babies?
Babies,
Man, it don't care what
Hitting
age.
everybody.
It's
Hitting
cut off
everybody.
age. Cut off. Cut off age.
Here's one. If you're over 80 with a walker and it's got a cup holder, fanny pack, a place to hold a newspaper, tennis balls for a grip, damn it, you got to take something off.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Cup holder and a fanny pack.
If you're over 40 and people are still considering you ratchet, you're not ratchet, you're actually stupid. A man over 40 with 2 chains,
Okay.
and his name is not 2 Chains.
I've actually done that. I've actually done
On the
that.
outside,
Yeah,
t-shirt.
outside
On the
it.
outside.
If you
Stop
over
the man.
50 and still wearing any form of nugget jewelry,
Not the nuggets.
What about the set? Can you wear nugget set, Steve?
They got a set.
here's one. Monica, Shirley. If you're over 45, each fingernail can't be a different color.
They've been doing it. They've been doing
Nail
it.
polish.
Pick one.
Whatever. You all don't know.
Yeah, we might not know, but we know that.
But let me tell you this, though. Dawn, who's in charge of all of our social media, our digital programming, and all of that, when you mentioned nuggets, she looked over like all she could think
What
of
is
was
that?
like chicken McNuggets. She
Oh,
didn't
no.
know
Oh, no.
what
Oh, no.
you were talking about.
Nugget rings, nugget
Gold
bracelet,
nugget.
nugget,
Yeah, she-
nugget watch.
She was like, nuggets?
Yeah, nuggets are still out there, Shirley.
Yeah. At McDonald's? She thought you were talking about at McDonald's.
Oh
Yeah.
no, nugget rings, the nugget set.
Let me see which one was my favorite. It was between the Migos party and Muffin Top, I think.
That crop.
Yeah.
I like 4 years old still in the stroller.
Yeah,
you
like
get your
the
butt
leg.
up. Yeah, you got your leg crossed.
You don't get to walk.
You don't get to walk.
So, Steve, I got a question. So, I can't say lit. What's the cutoff age?
The cutoff age is, 35? Over 35?
You know what you can't say, Jay?
What?
Chump.
Oh, you can't say Trump.
Remember Chump? Remember Chump?
yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Chump,
Chump.
come in.
Or that's up there with turkey.
Yeah. Oh, we couldn't say
Jive
turkey. And
Jive
we couldn't say
turkey.
monkwit. Yeah.
Couldn't say what?
Monkwit. Don't be monkeying with me. Or don't be
Oh,
monkey
oh.
around.
Oh,
We
yeah.
couldn't say that.
I'm going to see the Migos.
You can't go see the
You
Migos.
can't go see the Migos. You got to take
Well,
your little
but
girl to
Junior-
see the Migos.
You gotta take
But
somebody
Junior,
with
what
you.
am I
gotta
gonna be
take-
doing? Watching them. What you say, Junior?
You're sitting in there looking over your glasses.
Like an old lady.
Like an old
Who the
lady.
hell is watching the Migos over some ring glasses?
Look over some
They go in
You
there and
can't
do
go.
that.
Don't go down there and embarrass yourself.
Don't do that.
Y'all ever seen Monica look over a glass?
Yeah, she has that old
That's
lady
how she was
look.
looking at the Migos.
Why that little boy?
but with a foam dress on and some pumps with an ankle strap.
Yeah.
But with a low kitty heel on
Yeah,
it.
you cannot go see the Migos.
So we got
like
cutoff age, huh?
that. Yeah, everything should have a
You
cutoff.
should have a cutoff age.
Definitely.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, Jay is here to murder. Come on, introduce him, please.
J. Anthony Brown.
We got a fresh one for you today, Steve. I want to thank Shirley for coming up with the concept of this. It's Charlie Wilson's song. Now, his song is Blessed. It's about
yeah.
blessed. It's about being thankful for what you got. My song, a little different. It's about being stressed. There's a lot of stressful situations out there.
You just got out of one.
Just got out of one, so here we go. This is stress, not bless. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Man, I'm just a bundle of bad nerves, man. I'm shaking all the time. Man. If you give me a glass of milk, man, I'll give you butter back. That's how much I'm shaking, man. I don't want to go nowhere and stay in the house all the time. I even take packages in mail. You don't know. Man, people, it's scary out there. You have to watch yourself. I don't stand in my yard. Ain't no way, but I might do it someday. Pistol laying by my side. Damn right, there's people fighting on the freeway. People mean and they scream. I don't bother them, I got enough on my plate. I'm afraid to get laid. Paranoid, I might get a bad itch. So I get high to get by. Drinking and I can't get enough. So if you look in my eyes, you see me cry. Cause I ain't got nothing but bad luck. Ask me how I'm doing, I'm stressed. Yes, I put the letter D in the word depressed. I always have a throbbing in my whole chest. I'm stressed. Yes, I'm stressed. Yes, don't ask me how I'm doing, I'm a mess. Yes, my side piece passed the paternity test. You never see a smile up on my face. Yes, I'm stressed. Yes, I'm stressed. Yes, ask me how I'm doing, I'm stressed. Yes, I put the letter D in the word depressed. I always have a throbbing in my whole chest. I'm stressed. Yes, I'm stressed. Yes, don't ask me how I'm doing, I'm a mess. Yes, my side piece passed the paternity test. You never see a smile up on my face. Yes, I'm stressed. Ralph Hawkins, baby. Ralph, that's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Man,
My side piece past the paternity test. I'm stressed. Lord. I'm stressed.
Was that a car wreck?
boy, man,
Car crash?
I keep a throbbing in my chest.
man, that boy said, if you give me a glass of milk, I'm shaking so hard, I'm going to give you back some butter.
Butter.
I love it.
That was great, Jay.
Thank you, Shirley. Thank you.
All right, more of this crazy, ignorant show. Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for Comedy Roulette, Steve.
Here we go.
Jay,
Here we
please,
go.
please quickly set this up.
Every week, our comedy ability is tested in the way we prove how good we are. Put 5 subjects on the wheel, spin the wheel. Where it stop, we got it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Comedy Roulette. What you got?
All right, here are the 5 subjects. Number 1, fish grease.
Oh, yeah, we could do. Yeah, everybody could do that.
Number 2, she wasn't that big in high school. What?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that now.
I don't appreciate that one. Okay, number 3, tastes like chicken.
Everything.
That's everything.
Number 4, now that I have a little money, you know who I am.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And number 5, I don't know how you could eat that.
Give me that.
How many times I heard
Give
that?
me
But
that.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
All right, let's go. Spin the wheel, Cat. Fish grease. Come on, fish grease. Oh, now that I have a little money, you know who I am. That's what I stopped
very
on.
easy. Let me have that one. Let me start that one out.
Yeah.
See, back in the day, my nickname was Fish. Didn't nobody know Fish. Didn't speak to fish.
Yeah.
You was too fine to speak to fish.
Yeah.
But now that Fish is on TV.
Yeah.
Hey, Fish. How you doing, Fish? And I can't remember who you are.
Yeah.
What you got, Tommy?
I was out of my league. I was way out of my league. You was drop dead fine to me. I begged for it, wanted it. I used to ask for it day and night. You never gave me the time of day. But now, got a little money. I'm on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You're texting me now. Huh? I can have it if I want it. I don't want it now. I don't want it.
Yeah. I hear you, Tommy.
What you got?
Come on,
Tell
Joe.
you know what? Now that I got a little money, you know who know my name now?
Who?
Bill collectors. They know exactly who they talking to now. Matter of fact, they don't even call me by my real name. That's how I know they know I got money. They say, excuse me, is Junior in? Junior. That ain't my government name. Everybody know now.
Well, this right up my alley here. Now I got a little money. Yeah, you know who I am now. Yeah, this goes out to Ike. Back in Cleveland at Mr. Albert's men's store.
What?
Yeah, used to call me LK. Layaway King. Yeah, now Albert and Ike, I can buy your whole damn store. So the next time I walk in, I ain't coming in layaway.
Yeah.
Feel me. 'Cause I might just buy your damn store. Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Hey.
Yeah, well.
Oh, let me put an initial out there with a last name. Just the initial and the last name. You know who you are. The last name White. Ah, you were so fine. Yeah. Oh my God, you was fine.
Yes.
Did not even speak to me in the hallway.
Yeah.
I walked past you, I act like a slave. Cause I ain't want to look you in the eye. You was that damn fine. But it has changed now. Cause Fish got a little money.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
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 Fish, yeah.
Fish.
Yeah.
Fish got a little money.
Fish got a little money.
Yeah, come on, Junior.
I tell you where everybody know my name at now. I'm a lot more familiar and welcome when I walk in the door. Our bank account used to sit on $6. I hate an overdraft. Woo! But what I didn't notice though, when I go in the bank now, there's a whole nother room. It's got vegetables in it, wine, cheeses. Oh, when I go in the bank, it's Mr. Space this away. Oh, what you standing in line for? Come on around this way. Do you have your access card? Never mind, I have mine. Oh, it's different when I go down there now.
Yeah.
Wiping it for you.
Come on, Tommy.
Tell me what you got, man.
Oh, you know, I used to couldn't go to you. I didn't get invited to the big Christmas party.
Oh, no.
Because I just, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't big enough. I didn't have a name enough. But now that I'm balling and I'm on the show and I'm the nephew, got a little money in my pocket, doing a little stand-up. I don't want to go to your funky Christmas party now. I throw my own damn Christmas party at my chateau. Y'all can kiss my ass.
All right. All right, we'll be back with Nephew Tommy's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Nephew, what you got? Time for the prank phone call.
Shirley, it's time to baptize some people. It's called Mobile Baptismal Pool.
Wow.
Mobile Baptismal. We come to you and baptize
I
you
ain't
at
even
your
heard
house.
it and I like it. It sounds good.
You know it's going to be ignorant. You know
We come
this.
to your house and baptize you. That's what we do. Here it is.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach a Mr. Wilson.
This Wilson. How you doing? Who's this?
How you doing? My name is Brother Springwater, man. Listen, we got paid to actually come by and do some services for you by some friends of yours, and we wanted to actually call and see about scheduling and see what you had available.
Some services. Well, y'all plan on cutting some grass? What y'all do? What kind of services y'all have?
Actually, sir, you've got some friends that have actually spent a great amount of money on you. And what we do is we have a baptismal on wheels service. And what we do is we go and we baptize people at their home. And Baptismal on Wheels it's a new company, but we've baptized over 1,000 people now. We have a truck which actually has a baptismal pool on the back of it. And we actually come to your home and we will baptize you in your driveway and make you whole again. So we've
excuse me, Brother Water, Brother Spring. What's your name again? I'm sorry,
Springwater.
Brother.
Springwater.
Springwater. You want to come to my house and give me a baptism in my front yard?
We want to baptize you right there in your driveway. Your friends are paid for the services. And
my friend, what friend will pay for me to get baptized? I've been baptized already, Doc.
Well, from my understanding, sir, that evidently you had some bumps and bruises, and they seem to believe that you need to be washed and cleansed again.
I mean, that's all good. That's all good. But I mean, be that it may, man. I mean, I've been baptized. I go to church. You know, me and the Lord don't have no problems. I mean, we all have setbacks. But for you to pull up with your pool in front of my house to say you finna baptize me, that doesn't make any sense to me, Doc. I mean,
see, sir, sometimes when some people are not able to go to the house of the Lord and get baptized, you know, we're making it a lot more convenient for you. When we can actually
I don't need no convenience. I don't need no convenience. What I need convenience for? You asking me to come to my house on a Tuesday to baptize me in my driveway. Does that make any sense to you, Brother Water? I mean, come on. If you really sit back and think about it, does that make any sense to you? To come for the convenience?
First of all, sir, that's Brother Springwater. But what I'm trying to say is
any type of water is holy water, spring water. It doesn't make no difference to me. You can't come to my neighborhood and baptize me in front of my house.
Sir, what is all the angle? See, this is what your friends are talking about.
I don't give a damn what my friends are telling you, man. Anybody, which one of my friends gonna recommend you to come to my damn house?
Sir, I'm not.
Do that, man. That don't even make any sense to me. You understand?
Sir, I'm not at any liberty to tell you who actually.
Hold up, but you're in the liberty to come to my damn house and baptize me, but you can't tell me who the hell go see you. But you're not in. What type, man? Come on. You don't even. Come on. Does that make sense to you, Doc? Come on. That doesn't make any. No way in the world I'm going to allow you to come and bring your pool in front of my house and baptize me. Then I'm asking you, you supposed to be a pastor. You supposed to be baptized. I'm asking you, okay, which friend of mine is telling you that, letting you know I need to be baptized? You're not at liberty?
Sir, all I want to know, basically, I've already been paid. I'm coming.
I'm
calling
asking
you about your schedule.
You're not baptizing me. I've been baptized.
I'm going to baptize you on Tuesday in your driveway.
Man, I tell you what, if you come to my house in front of my driveway, you better bring the whole congregation. You understand? You better bring the deacons, the brothers, the sisters, and everybody else if you think I'm going to be baptized in my driveway.
This is the problem. This is what your friends are talking about. This is why you need to be baptized and cleansed again and washed in the blood of the Lamb. This is what's wrong. You need to be cleansed. That's what's wrong with you, Mr. Wilton.
What's wrong with me? No, what's wrong with you is calling me in the middle of my workday telling me I need to be baptized in front of my house. If I need to be baptized and go get some holy water, I go down to the church. I don't need you coming in front of my house making a whole circus with all your friends and some white sheets talking about you want to baptize me.
From my understanding, Mr. Wilton, you've missed 2 Sundays already this month.
Sundays? Dude, man, I can go anywhere and get to work. I don't need you coming here because you telling me I missed 2 damn Sundays. I'm going to miss this Sunday, too, because the football game coming on.
Sir, all I know is I've been paid to do a job. I will be there Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock, and we will baptize you before you go to work on Tuesday morning.
I tell you what. You come to my house 7 o'clock in the morning, I swear on your Lord, I'm going to bust your You understand me? You will not come to my house telling me you finna baptize me. I don't give a damn who paid you. You understand? I will drown your in the water. Matter of fact, now, bring you, your deacons, and everybody else. We gonna have a pool party in that. You understand?
I'm gonna baptize and get all of this anger and all of these problems you have within you. We are going to purge your body and get it out your system.
I don't want your pleasing me. I tell you what. Brother Spring Water, is it that's the call?
It's Brother Spring Water. You gonna get baptized on Tuesday morning.
I don't give a damn who pays you, who called you. Bring your I'm gonna you up. I guarantee you. I'm gonna dry you on sight.
I got one more thing I want to say to you. Is you listening to me?
Matter of fact, I'm busy. You ain't got to say to me. I gotta go. You understand? You ain't got.
I got one more thing I want to say to you. Is you listening to me?
What, man?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy Mason. Hello?
Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Boy, let me tell you something, boy. Y'all was about to bring some hell to heaven. I was about to act a fool on y'all if y'all would have showed up at my crib. You understand me? Boy, Tommy, y'all ain't got else better to do than to sit around here and just with people doing their day. Man, I ain't never thought y'all could get me with this. And who the hell goes around baptizing people on? That's like Meals on Wheels. How y'all baptize people with a pool on the back of your F-150?
Hey, Wilson, I got to ask you something. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, you know it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
See, that's how you baptize somebody.
Forget going to church now.
Exactly. When they don't make it to the church, you know, we bring the baptismal to you.
It's right outside.
We right outside.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, we in the driveway.
Money maker right there, man.
Yeah, we'll baptize you before you go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
And get your save on. We get your save on right there. We cleanse you right there in the driveway. Won't he do it?
Yeah.
Won't he will.
And will he won't. That's all I'm saying.
No one can beat us. We are the leaders. Hey, hey, hey. You're listening to the hottest show because we are so talented. Them other shows, they want to be like us, but they just counterfeit. Junior got the people laughing, and that ain't by accident. Reality show recap with Kyla, cause she is the analyst. Steve playing characters so he can get 3 pay stubs. Roscoe sound like he be blowing out my eardrums. Sister Odell lips be flapping, man, she's something extra. Shirley with them letters giving out strawberry answer. Listen in the AM, guaranteed to wake you up. With the Nephew Tommy, you know someone's getting punked. And he be breaking people to the collar, cut him off. Someone will not find it funny, then his life is lost. My black ass just got hired. Murdered hits, got you crying at your eyeballs. 5 days a week, start your morning on a high note. We #1 on the radio, but we humble. I did mumble. Yep, 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 we humble.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Right now, it is time for the Strawberry Letter, people. And if you need some advice on relationships, if you need some advice on dating, on work, on sex, on parenting, and more, submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. All right, Steve, anything you want to add to that? To encourage people to write us?
No, I'm not trying to encourage nobody to write us.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Why not?
No, because I'm tired of these strawberry nuts. That's why I want to go just learn your own self something. Hell, help me sometime.
All right, we're ready.
Buckle up. Buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, my sexy neighbor is stressing me out. Be quiet, Jay. Dear Steve and Shirley, you're not going to believe this. I'm a married man, and my wife and I just purchased our first home in a new community.
All right.
To celebrate home ownership, my boys took me out for drinks. We ended up going to a strip club, and I got very drunk, which are two things I had not done since I got married. The strippers were some of the sexiest women I had ever seen, and we paid for our own private VIP area in the club.
God, dog.
So we each had a dancer that catered to us all night. My dancer did all kinds of freaky stuff to me. We did everything except go all the way. Right afterwards, when I sobered up, I was disappointed with myself, and I swore to my boys that I would never go to another strip club. Well, fast forward to 2 weeks ago, my wife and I noticed a moving truck next door. So we decided that we should go over and meet our new neighbors. As soon as we started walking toward the house, my heart jumped into my throat. Steve, he singled you out.
Come on, that's why I'm here for you.
Steve, one of the strippers from the club, was standing by the moving truck. I could tell she recognized me too. But she shut up, Tommy. but she played it cool. My wife introduced us because I couldn't say much. The stripper told my wife that she is a single mom and her child's father bought her the house. She told my wife that she works as a dance instructor, and that and then she and my wife exchanged numbers. As we turned to head back to our house, the stripper neighbor smirked at me. I was sweating bullets. My wife thinks the neighbor is really cool and is planning to invite her to our housewarming party. Now, what am I supposed to do? I think I should just come clean and tell my wife what happened. What do you think? Help. All right, congratulations on your new house. How about that? This is...
How about that?
Yeah.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah, right. This is somewhat of a whole mess you've gotten yourself into. I mean, what are the odds that your favorite stripper who did all these freaky things to you when you were drunk with your boys at a strip club, what are the odds of her moving right next door to you? I mean, really. This is unbelievable. And guess what? I don't trust you to know to do the right thing. I just don't. I don't trust you to know all this information and not want to go over there at some point. And at the very least, can you just stop sweating bullets in front of her? Can you do that when she's around?
Hell no, he can't.
Yeah, because your wife is getting real cozy with her. Your wife thinks she's cool, so your new neighbor, your favorite stripper, is going to be coming over to your house. They've exchanged numbers. They're going to be perfect neighbors, girlfriends, it looks like. So either you get yourself together, brother, and I don't know how you're going to do that, because she is your favorite stripper and you remember all those freaky things she did to you at the club. You cannot go out again with your boys and get drunk and go to the strip club. You can't do that. And
you got to go no more.
she's right next door. She's a dance instructor, Tommy. That's what she told his wife. You're in a mess, and you know, I know Steve's not going to agree with me. You're going to have to say something. You're going to have to say something in terms of
what?
Yeah, you have to.
With you, Shirley.
It's not. You have to. You got to let your wife know, because you can't hold it. Your wife is going to find out anyway. You can't hold it. You may as well let your wife know something.
What?
You met her somewhere. What? You got to. What? Steve, your turn.
What? It's ridiculous.
As a friend, I can't believe she said that.
Hey man, I don't know this dude's name, bro.
That's because you're a man,
bro. Right in the middle of the answers, right in the middle of this letter, he says, Steve. Steve. He's just talking to me. He just said Steve and Shirley. But this is the first time, Shirley, my name got put first. I think it's really just being cursed. This letter is really to me. Now let me handle this man.
Go ahead.
Go in here and your stupid ass open your mouth. Boy, my sexy neighbor stressing me out.
The truth matters.
You going into the truth matters. To who? The truth that already happened. It doesn't matter. It's time up for the truth. Now begins to cover up.
See?
You ain't got time for no more truth.
You could be president.
Truth is, your friends want to celebrate your new ownership. Your boys took you out for drinks. Now, instead of stopping at just drinks, you ended up going to a strip club. Now you ain't just drinking, now you very drunk. First of all, you got to quit drinking. Listen to me. This is what my brother told me. He passed. Heavy said to me, he said, once you feel something, you should immediately stop because the rest of it ain't in your blood system yet. He said, so if you continue to post stuff in there, you in trouble. These is the rules for drinking. Once you feel anything, you should stop because the rest of it ain't in your blood system. And if you post some more in there, you in trouble. That's the rule for drinking. So now he got to quit. Then I'm going to set this up and we're going to go to break. We ended up going to the strip club, which are two things I've not done since I got married. The strippers were some of the sexiest women I have ever seen. And we paid for our own private VIP area in the club. That's the best, worst move you can make. You got to get it private, but Lord have mercy. That's the best, worst move you can make. I'll tell you all of it when we come back. But you ain't finna go in there and tell her a damn thing.
You don't even like strip clubs.
Hell no.
All right, we'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject of the strawberry letter, my sexy neighbor is stressing me out. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on with part 2 of your response to today's strawberry letter. My sexy neighbor is stressing me out.
This man, boys, took him on a congratulations for buying a new home.
Yeah.
They go out drinking. They ended up in a strip club where you continue to drink. Your ass is drunk. Y'all mess around and go to the strip club. Paid for your own private VIP area in the club. That's the best, worst thing you can do.
What goes on in there?
Nothing, Shirley.
Oh, I'll tell you. No, she
What?
won't know.
Yeah.
And then when I tell you, do you see why you can't go tell her? Let me tell you what's going on in there.
I'm listening.
So everybody had a dancer that catered to us all night. My dancer, the one that was on him, did all kinds of freaky stuff to me, Shirley. When he say freaky stuff to me, he ain't lying. We did everything except go all the way. Do you understand me?
I know what he did.
Patting.
Tommy.
Rubbing.
Glitter everywhere.
Bouncing. Squeezing. Biting.
He said fighting.
Nibbling. That's all that's going down in there. We did everything except go to all the way.
You know it's getting on his nerves.
Now, right afterwards, when I sobered up, I was disappointed in myself. And I swore to my boys I would never go to another strip club. That's the good in him. He came back. But the shirt he wore to the strip club, he can't wear that one home. He had to stop by the boy's house and get a clean shirt. Because that shirt trifling. She been sliding all up and down on it.
Ew.
He got glitter on it.
Just the shirt.
Yeah, you got to get them shirts off. Them pants, you have to burn them.
That's what I'm saying.
Them is in the trash can somewhere. Because them damn pants got
been burnt.
Boy, let me tell you something. Fast forward 2 weeks ago. My wife and I noticed a moving truck next door. We decided we'd go over and meet our new neighbors. Soon as we started walking towards the house, my heart jumped up in my throat, Steve. One of the strippers from the club was standing by the moving truck. I'll be damned. Oh, hell no. I could tell she recognized me too, but she played it cool. My wife introduced us because I couldn't say much. You was froze. You was stuck. The stripper told my wife she's a single mom and her child's father bought her the house. Strippers got plenty of money. She could be, though. The father probably bought her the house. Helped her. But stripper got money.
Dance instructor.
Now, hey, turn your mic off. Because y'all eating in the damn mic. All I hear is nuts. Jeez.
That don't go good.
No.
That don't go good with this letter.
No, it does not.
Yeah. I could tell she introduced me. She recognized me, too. She played it off. I couldn't say nothing. She said she's a single mom and her child's father bought her the house. She told my wife that she works as a dance instructor, which she does. She dances and she instructs men to put money in her phone.
Yeah.
She is truly a dance instructor. And then she and my wife exchanged numbers. Now you sitting there going, what is you getting her number?
Mm-hmm.
What is she talking?
Uh-huh. Sweating like.
As we turned to head back to our house, the stripper neighbor smirked at me. I was sweating bullets. My wife thinks the neighbor is really cool and is planning to invite her to our housewarming. Oh, she coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the stripper coming. Because strippers don't get invited to housewarming. Oh, she coming. Strippers don't get it. No, strippers never get to go to family events. Strippers don't. Strippers don't turn down events. Backyard barbecue, strippers in there. Going to plays to watch your baby. If it ain't on strip night, stripper going.
That's the weekend.
Stripper be at the funeral with an outfit on that's damn near stage ready. Now what am I supposed to do? I think I should just come clean and tell my wife what happened. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Son, let me explain something to you. Don't you take this information, because I got to talk to him like he my son. Son, don't you take this information in your house that is not in your house. You don't take bad news into the house. There's nothing good can come of this conversation. It's all bad. Your neighbor, now you can't ever look over there. You can't back your car out and point it in that direction. You can't wave. Your kids can't play with her kids. Nothing. Matter of fact, you must develop a hate for her. No. Because your wife is going to hate her if you go in here and tell her this. Now, what strippers don't do is tell married women they strippers.
Exactly.
She's a dance instructor. She going to be cool. She know it was you. Now, as long as you don't go back down to that strip club, you cool. Do not go in here and tell your wife this ignorant ass information like Shirley has suggested. The dumbest damn thing you can do.
He's not going to be able to hold it. His wife is going to find out anyway.
How, Shirley?
Because he's sweating like bullets just seeing her in his
just
presence.
Let her sweat. Let her sweat.
Why not
so
accept
what?
the blessing?
And you don't think his wife is going to say, baby, why are you sweating?
Because I'm hot.
Yeah, okay. In the winter?
What she can't find out is that this woman been sliding up and down his shirt and grinding on him and doing bounce lap dances. Bouncing.
It's time to go, but can we just carry this on? I have a few more questions for you. Because,
Okay,
I mean,
fine.
we're doing this from a male-female perspective. And
No, the female perspective don't count here.
Oh, I think it does. She's his wife.
Can we do it from a player perspective?
Oh,
blessing.
We'll be back with part 3 of today's Strawberry Letter right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, Steve. Listen. So I mean, he has to be honest at some point. We're talking about today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, my sexy neighbor is stressing me out. A married man wrote in, he and his wife just purchased a new home in a new community. He and his boys went out to celebrate. They went to a strip club. The husband got very, very, very drunk. He bought a private room at the strip club with one stripper in particular who did all sorts of freaky things to him, he said. And when he sobered up, he realized that he was very disappointed with himself, and he swore to his boys that he would never go to another strip club. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago when a new neighbor moved in next to him, and who would think that it would be the stripper, but it was. It was the same stripper that was doing all these freaky things to him in the club. So he and his wife went over to introduce themselves to the stripper, but he couldn't even say anything because he was so nervous and sweating. And so I think, I don't think he's going to be able to hold it. I just don't. I think he's going to give himself away at some point. So I'm saying he may as well come clean with his wife and maybe not tell her all the details, but tell her something.
Like
and
what?
so Steve, you disagree with that?
Shirley,
Yeah.
what could he possibly say that would be okay? Baby,
Yeah?
I need to talk to you for a minute.
Oh, okay, honey. Let's talk.
Remember when we first moved in here and my boys took me out?
Yeah,
We was all
oh my
hanging
God.
out.
Yeah, you guys went out to celebrate. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
we
remember.
went to a strip club.
Oh, you did? Oh, a strip club?
Hello, right there. Son. Oh, a strip club.
Wait, what?
Right there.
What do you mean a strip club?
It's a strip club, baby. Went to a strip club.
Okay, so you and your boys went just to celebrate. Some wives are okay with it.
Yeah.
So you guys went to a strip club, and what happened? I'm sure nothing happened. So, okay, what else happened? What else?
Well,
did
we
guys
was
do?
just up in there at the strip club, and we was just in the strip club. It was
Drinking
crazy.
and stuff?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I'm sure it was crazy. And did you drink? Because you know how you are when you drink.
Shirley, I don't know what wife you're portraying.
Some wives go to strip clubs with their husbands. Okay?
You be at the strip club, Shirley?
I didn't say me,
Shirley's not
Tommy.
like that.
I didn't say me, and Nesto doesn't go either. But I didn't say me.
Hold on, Carla.
Yes.
You play the wife, because we.
You got fired, Shirley.
Shirley,
Because
you
he's
been released.
mad.
Well, no, I'm not mad, Shirley. It's just you're not what wife. Okay, Carla.
Wives go to
Yes.
strip clubs
Carla.
with their husbands.
Yes.
Not very many. That's rare. You've been watching Instagram and rap videos.
You're so out of touch, Steve. Go ahead.
I'm out of touch.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Hey,
Hey, I just wanted to talk to you about something.
what's up, babe?
Hey, you remember a couple weeks ago when we moved in and the fellas came by to celebrate with me and took
Yeah.
me out?
Uh-huh.
Well, we went out to have some drinks and we ended up at a strip club.
Okay.
See?
Okay, so y'all went to a strip club. So
See?
why you bringing it up, though?
Well, see,
I'm listening.
okay, hold on. I'm gonna have another husband.
You have another husband?
You fired yourself?
What's the problem?
Yeah. See,
Well, it's nothing to go off about. Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't said anything.
Yeah, you got to keep going,
You
dog.
gotta keep
okay,
going.
all right,
You
well, let's
telling
try.
me.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
And so we went to the strip club.
Okay.
And I'm just letting you know it. It was wild up in there.
Got lit.
Oh, it was wild in the strip club?
Yeah.
Okay, so how wild did it get? Were you involved in the wildness?
Here it come.
Well,
There we go.
Here it come. Now we at it.
Well, the fellas got the VIP room.
Oh, y'all got a VIP room at the strip club?
Yeah, well they did. I was in there with them.
Yeah, so what happens in the VIP room? How important were you?
It's the VIP is very important people. And
Uh-huh.
they-
So
you
I'm
get in
asking
there
about you in
and-
particular, though. How important were you?
Well, they pay you individual attention.
Oh. And so how much attention did you get, Mr. VIP?
Well, I had my own stripper.
You had your own stripper. And so
See,
what
that's what
happened?
it is. Now, I'm just trying to tell it to you now.
Ain't no man telling his wife all of that.
So that's what
Shirley,
you want him to say?
No, I said don't tell him everything, and you heard me say that.
Okay,
Well, what is
Shirley,
he
Go
supposed
on, though. Go on.
Go, I'm trying
Shirley,
to figure out why we
when are y'all going to let the conversation go at I went to a strip club? Okay, thank you, Carla. Thank you very much. Now, let me show y'all how this really goes.
Okay.
Baby,
Yeah.
hey, I want to talk to you for a minute.
Okay, go ahead, right here. No problem.
He's the wife.
He changed the wife.
You
I
remember a
got
couple
fired.
weeks ago when the fellas took me out?
Oh yeah, you Earl and Carnell and all
Yeah,
that.
all
no,
us.
no,
Yeah.
okay,
Well, we ended up going to a strip club.
What strip club you went to?
That's irrelevant.
Magic City.
Strippers like naked strippers? You up in the strip club?
Yeah, Magic City.
What you doing going up in the strip club?
Well, we went out there to celebrate, and the fellas just wanted to go.
I'm not talking about we. Why was you in there?
That's what I said.
Man, damn, baby, all the fellas went. I was with them.
Oh, so all the fellas jump off the bridge, you got to jump off the bridge too?
his wife/mama.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Well,
We
yeah,
keep it
you know, I
real.
was with him, so I just went on up in there. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, you was in the strip club doing what?
Doing, you know, just in there.
No, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Chicken wings. They got fried broccoli.
You go all the way to the strip club just to get chicken wings. Really?
Yeah.
You pass the chicken place to go in there where they naked at to get chicken wings? I'm Boo Boo the Fool now.
Yeah.
The chicken wings in the strip club so damn good.
They are though, baby. But baby, you ought to go with me sometime.
Just to get, I got chicken wings in the freezer. I got chicken wings.
Well, baby, what I'm trying to tell you is,
That's what I wanted to get to.
what I'm trying to tell you is, we was in the VIP room, and the stripper that was my VIP escort.
You had your own stripper?
Yeah, had my own damn stripper.
Oh, so damn the chicken wings. Now you in there with a stripper. You told me you in there to get chicken wings. Now you in the VIP.
Come on, boy.
Telling on yourself.
Yeah.
He's just
Okay.
stupid.
Okay.
We'll be back with some more of this letter.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Happy New Year! It is 2019. It's a new year, y'all. We gonna get this thing started. The Steve Harvey Morning Show. We appreciate you guys waking up to us every single morning. We love you guys. Happy New Year. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, for some reason, we cannot get off today's strawberry letter. We're already into part 4.
Hell yeah.
The subject is, my sexy neighbor is stressing me out. A married man and his wife just purchased a new house. The married man's boys took him out to celebrate. Where they take him? Of course, to a strip club. The husband ends up in a private room with this one particular stripper doing all kinds of freaky things to him. All right, he sobers up, realizes that he was upset with himself for doing this, and he told his boys that he would never get drunk again. So fast forward to 2 weeks ago, this new community has a new neighbor. Turns out it's the stripper from the strip club
Dun, dun, dun.
as the new neighbor. Here we go with part 4 of the husband and wife's conversation. I said he should tell some things because he can't hold it and he's not going to be able to keep it where it is.
And
with
I
his wife.
said, don't tell her a
Don't tell a
damn
damn
thing,
thing,
because
yeah.
this how it's going to go.
Right.
So, baby, I went up in there to get chicken wings.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you in there, you eating chicken wings. The chicken wings is so good in the strip club. I got chicken wings in the freezer. You ain't never asked me about no damn chicken wings. Now you gonna go down there with the stripper. So go ahead, finish your little story about how you go in the naked club to get chicken wings.
Well, you know, we was in the VIP room.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm just trying to tell you.
Hold on, let me sit down, because I'm standing, so I need to sit down and hear this. Go ahead.
Yeah, why is he telling you all
Yeah,
this?
go ahead.
That's too much.
Shirley, how is that too much? When y'all ain't gonna leave it at I went to the strip club.
Now it's too much.
See, now it's too much.
You can't tell her everything.
Yeah, it's too much now.
No, you shouldn't.
Shirley,
start
y'all
at
gonna
all.
ask until you get everything.
You can't leave it at the strip club.
Shirley is basically saying that he needs to go in there and say, your girl, that's the neighbor.
knows
When I
her.
went to the
Yeah.
strip club, she
Okay,
was
okay,
one of
watch
the
this.
strippers.
Okay, all right, 'cause you
That's
wanna
what
do it
you're
like
saying,
that?
right, Shirley?
Yeah.
Okay,
He got to
hey, baby.
tell her something.
Baby, this crazy. You
He's
remember
gonna
that night
blow
we
it.
went out?
He's
Yeah.
stupid.
And me and the fella, we went to a strip club. One of the strippers that's in the club, that's her that's moved across the street.
Well, why you didn't say you knew the lady when we went over there?
Stupid.
Now I'm over in the house. We was over there together. You didn't say nothing. You act like you didn't know the damn lady. Y'all winking and blinking and writing and
Well,
stuff.
I don't know her.
Winking and
What do you
blinking.
mean you don't know? You said that's the lady from the strip club. That's what you just told me.
She was one of the strippers at the strip club.
Does she know you?
I don't know.
Do you know her?
Yeah, I told you.
How come we didn't say that over there? Why we got to get back? Why you don't want her to know I'm your wife? You embarrassed?
Baby, I mean, we went over there together. Yeah, you my wife, but when she told you she was a dancing
Well, when
instructor,
she was
I figured
giving
she
me
didn't
the
want nobody
phone
to know.
number, why you didn't say, oh, I got it from the club? Why you didn't say that?
No,
Why you
I ain't got a number from the club.
Oh, you just know you didn't get a number.
No, hell no. Why would I get a stripper
So you
number?
go to the stripper club just to get chicken wings. She bumping and grinding, y'all blinking and winking and everything. And now she go over there and introduce herself to me. That make me look stupid.
There you go.
Now I'm looking stupid.
No,
Because the
damn.
stripper know my husband.
Yeah, but damn, baby, how I know it was her?
When you walked over there across the yard, you knew that you knew the woman. You could have said something then, but you ain't opened your mouth. I walk all the way back over it. What's stripper name?
What's
the stripper's name?
Glitter. He don't know her name.
Cinnamon.
How much money you spend?
Huh?
If you hear me, you can hear me.
Yeah, there it is. How much money I spent?
How much money?
It wasn't that much. You know, the fellas paid for everything because they was celebrating. I don't know.
Pick a number out there.
I don't know what it costs, baby. You know, VIP room, strippers. I don't know.
You have no idea.
6 of us, probably about 500-600.
Lord Jesus, Father God. Lord Jesus, Father God.
And we just bought this house.
Lord, Father God, give me, Father God, Father, Lord God, Jesus, give me strength, Father. Father, I see things in your name.
Oh, baby, what you talking to Jesus about this for?
Jesus,
it wasn't your 600.
You know how that hurts my spirit, Steve?
Whoa.
Do you know how that?
How?
You standing over there with a stripper, talking to the stripper you know, and you done gave the stripper $500 to help her move in.
$600.
And now, baby, how I know what she gonna do with the money? I didn't ask her to move in.
You got a brand new damn car out there, Steve. That's your money. That's our money.
No, baby, you can't buy no car with no $500.
You can go toward it. It can go toward it. It can go toward it.
Toward it.
Stupid.
Shirley.
Can I say something?
See why you can't say
You know what
nothing?
I have learned through all of this?
I learned Shirley crazy. Go ahead.
You know what I've learned? This whole situation, which y'all just kept going and kept going, Shirley, it didn't even have to get that deep.
I know.
All you had to say, I'm going to tell you
nothing.
something, just as a wife.
Nothing.
This girl, that's the neighbor, I saw her at the strip club, so I'm just letting you know, you might not want to be chit-chatting it up with your girl.
But
and be
he
neighbors
needs to
with
say
her
that
like that.
over there.
Because they're guilty and they
They're
start
guilty.
acting stupid.
Okay.
Cut this woman yard every Wednesday.
See, that's guilt.
Yeah.
That's
The
guilt
best
behavior.
way
To
to
you all
not
take it
have
too
this
far.
argument for show is
Not
to
to
not
say anything.
bring it up.
It's just a lie.
Ain't nobody got to know.
Don't say nothing.
Well, if he can't play it off,
That's what I'm saying. He can't play it off.
All she
He's
was
sweating
saying.
and
What's the best way, Steve? The best way what?
He just said he
they're
was
not
sweating.
listening.
They're not I understand. That's why women are better at it.
He
That's
gonna
why
know
Yeah,
we do it.
because you
Them
all
kids
don't
can't
get
go
it.
over there. Them kids cannot go over there because the first thing the kid, I know your daddy. When she tell your kid that, he come home with that.
And what if the stripper says something? Then you're really in
She ain't
trouble.
gonna say nothing if you go over there every Wednesday.
She
Oh,
probably
see?
won't say anything,
What
but
stripper
he
moves
has
into a neighborhood of family people and then want to tell the women she a stripper? She's a dance instructor.
Well, it depends on how the husband is acting.
I don't think she's gonna say anything. I just feel like it's the husband's job to give his wife a heads up about not being buddy chums with old girls that
Right.
he's had lap dances with.
Put
That's
you
all.
a
And
date.
if she is crazy enough to say something, you have already told your wife. So let's go part 5. This was the longest strawberry letter ever. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, J. Anthony Brown for the J-Spot Comedy Club. Are you sick of people telling you what you need to do? Well, here's another what you need to do. Check out the J-Spot Comedy Club in Los Angeles, California, 5581 West Manchester Avenue, 10 minutes away from the airport, right around the corner from the Big Donut, each and every Tuesday night for Headliner Taco Tuesday. That's Tuesday, J-Spot Comedy Club, 5581 West Manchester Avenue. For tickets, go to eventbrite.com, J-Spot Comedy Club. Watch out there now. Morning, everybody. That's my best junior voice.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This is the strawberry letter that keeps on giving, man. It really is. Subject, my sexy neighbor is stressing me out. Right there.
Because he don't know how to play
You
it
can't
off.
handle the truth,
You
man.
can't handle it.
You're going to get busted. He can't handle it. That's all. So a married man.
Here we go.
I feel like this is what this Trapped in the Closet part 5. Married man wrote us. He and his wife just purchased a new house in a new community. He and his boys were happy for him, so they all went out to a strip club. He got drunk, very drunk, ended up buying a private room in the strip club with this one particular stripper who did all kinds of freaky things to him. He sobered up and realized that he was mad at himself, and he told his boys he would never get that drunk again. Fast forward 2 weeks ago. I told you it's a new community, so a new neighbor moved in right next door to them, and it turns out it's the stripper who was at the club doing all kinds of freaky things to him, okay? Anyway, so he and his wife went over to introduce themselves to the new to the new neighbor who told his wife she was a dance instructor. And he was all nervous, and he just doesn't know what to do. I said before anything goes any further out of hand, tell his wife something. Steve says absolutely no. Part 5, here we go.
Now we're at the part where the lady is upset talking to her husband.
And now I'm going to show you how
to
we
get out
of this.
You over there talking to a stripper that you knew before you went over there. I'm standing over there exchanging numbers with,
Baby, I don't know her.
You don't know at all?
Not at all.
There you go.
Now, she done told you she met me at a strip club. I don't remember her at all. We was at the strip club, but I don't know her.
Just friends, huh?
Y'all just friends.
No, we ain't friends. I don't know her.
You didn't recognize her when you went over there?
It's dark in there.
Oh, I thought he meant it was dark in her house.
Differently.
I thought he meant
Stay
it
in
was
there,
dark
big
in her
dog.
house.
Stay in there.
That's
Stay
it
in
right
there.
there. That's the group. You can't beat that.
That's it.
But you remember the $500, though. You remember that, huh?
I remember the $500 because you asked me about how much did they spend. It wasn't our money. The fellas treated me because they was celebrating me getting a house over here.
You didn't spend none of your money.
Not a dollar of mine. I still got all mine in the wallet. I left here with $250. Go look at it.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to only say this one time.
All right.
I better not catch you even looking over there.
Oh, I probably won't.
I better not catch you looking over in that direction.
Why would I look over there when I got everything I want over
I'm
here?
just telling you. So that we cool.
No.
If I catch you looking over there.
I'm not going to look over there. I don't know this woman.
You might get hit by a car because you ain't going to look that way if you see cars coming.
Well, I'll just be hit by the car.
You pull out. You just look the other way and keep driving. Let me catch you looking over there. Let me see it. Look at me when I'm talking to you, Steve.
Why would I glance? Why would I glance, baby? I told you I don't even remember the woman. She talking about she remember me. I don't remember her.
Well, I said what I had to say. You said what you had to say. I'm leaving it at that. I'm done with it. I'm through with it. So you're not going to be looking over there no more, right? We got that clear.
I ain't looked over there yet.
All right. Okay. All right. Slip up and look. See what happens.
Y'all need to move. Y'all need to move.
They just called out.
Move around the corner here.
You know they can't move.
Can't handle the truth, huh?
All right. I don't know if we're coming back with a part 6, but anyway, this is the longest strawberry letter ever, and it was a good one, too, today. My sexy neighbor is stressing me out. We will be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. We are back. We cannot seem to get off this letter.
We thought it
Subject.
was over.
We thought it was over, but here we are again. Part
because
6.
we are very decisively divided on this show.
Between
Off the air, y'all, the debate is raging. Every woman, Monica, Shirley, Holler, insists that it's best that this man tell her the truth so she don't get blindsided. All of us are convinced that to bring bad news into your house is the dumbest mistake you can make. Well, when she find out, we'll deal with it then.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
You all just don't want to deal with the questions and all of that you think is going to happen.
And I say that he has to tell her because the wife exchanged phone numbers with her. That's why.
Ain't nobody tell her to do that.
But it's done though.
It's done.
Yeah, it's done. And they're gonna have a housewarming party that she's going to invite the stripper neighbor to. So what? Okay.
The stripper is not going to say a
Know
word.
what she dealing with?
I ain't gonna be uncomfortable.
You don't know that. The stripper already smirked at him when they were leaving.
The wife
her
didn't
house.
see that.
Okay. But she's gonna see. Yeah, she's gonna see something.
Why are we missing the blessing?
What's the blessing?
That you got a big, beautiful thing move next door. Why are we avoiding this? Why are we not embracing it?
Why don't we, the fence that divides our backyards, build a gate right there. Be able to walk back and forth. Why are we missing out on this?
A threesome?
It's jackpot for him.
I don't understand. Y'all amaze me when a blessing comes. You don't see it. You
block it.
Turn the other way. You run. Go towards it. When they switch them numbers, go over there at midnight. Listen, she can't find out nothing about me and you at this strip club.
Midnight.
Cool. All right. Now listen, I'm gonna come by here on Wednesday. Tighten up everything around here, everything you need, yeah?
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna put that little old gate over here on this fence. I go in and out this gate. That's how we gonna work this thing. But I don't want nothing else going on. You can't be running up the street with her.
You're a dead man.
Yeah, you stupid.
Now you
must be helpful.
In your sleep.
You must think your wife is just stupid.
Just stupid.
We'll be at the
that's
house
what.
one.
He said 12 o'clock at night and Wednesday.
When y'all want me to go there? 10:30 after noon.
When your wife asks you what the gate is for, what
She not finna see that gate. That's a hideaway gate. That gate I'm gonna put up there.
What is it? Lasers? What is it? Invisible? What are you talking about?
It ain't no handle on it or nothing. You ain't gonna even know. It's just
It's not
like
white
a fence
picket.
to you. What?
Wow.
So you cutting neighbors' yards too, Tom?
Hell yeah.
Then she gonna really know.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Well, I'm gonna cut more than one neighbor. I guess I need to do that.
You gonna end up cutting that whole block
for free. Steve, you're awfully quiet right now.
Nothing he says makes sense.
All right.
So we just agree to disagree.
Everybody
yeah,
disagrees.
we agree to disagree
That's
on
the
this
beauty
one.
of the show.
Yeah.
We all have different opinions,
Yeah.
which is what the audience has.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hit us up on social media.
You know, all the guys are going to say don't tell. All the women are going to say tell.
Absolutely.
Pretty much, yeah.
Don't say nothing.
Don't open your mouth.
Cut your tongue out.
That's what I do, Junior. Cut my whole tongue out. I'll be damned if I
You
say.
asked me.
All right, we will be back. No, not with part 7. I think we're done now. We're coming back with Steve's closing remarks at 49 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, our closing remarks are back as well. What you have for us today?
Here we go. Here's a suggestion. Here's what I came up with for today. A suggestion, something I've learned that has helped me out dramatically in accomplishing my goals and attaining my dreams. I still have things I'm after, still have goals that I've not yet met and dreams that I haven't seen come true yet, but I'm working on them. And I know they will. And I know they will because I have mastered one technique of how to do it. I'm going to share it with you right now. If you are wanting something from God, this is just for spiritual people. If you're not a spiritual person, you can go and do what you want to do right now. Only this is for people who believe in God. When I want something for God, when I'm trying to reach a certain goal or fulfill a dream or attain something, I never go about it without his help. You know, the things that I do on my own, I'm just doing them, simple stuff, like make sure I got water in my office so I can drink enough. I can do that, right? But let's say I have an aspiration or a dream that's pretty big, as are most of mine, and as should yours be. You should dream as big as you possibly can. You should let your imagination lead you into the life that God has for you. Now, the way to do that is to first of all ask, because the scripture says you have not because you ask not. And then you have to believe. You have to have faith that God can do anything but fail. The third thing you need is a work ethic, an unrelenting work ethic. There's a scripture that says faith without works is dead. So after you ask for this incredible dream or vision or goal that you have, and you put the faith in it, the belief, you got to work, because faith without works is dead. Okay, cool. Now, the best way to accomplish your dreams and gifts, first of all, you should tie it to your goals and gifts, your goals and dreams. You have to tie it to your gift. Everything should be tied to your gift. Now, if you want an airplane or go on special trips, that has nothing to do with your gift. But the route that you're going to get to this goal and to this dream has to be tied to your gift. Okay, now, once you do that and you ask God for something that's impossible, be careful who you share it with. Because sharing things from your imagination is not always in your best interest. Because your imagination is yours and yours alone. Other people can't see it. They don't see no way how. They just start shooting it down. But when you do ask God for this incredible thing, listen to me. The how-to is none of your business. Let me repeat that. When you ask God for your visions, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and you believe he'll do it, and you're willing to work as hard as you can to accomplish it, that's all that's required of you. The how-to is none of your business. Get out of the way. The reason there is no scripture that tells us as people to figure it out is because if you're asking God for something so big, you got to leave it up to him. You got to let him handle it. The how-to is not any of your business. The how-to is not up to you. It's up to your faith and your belief in a higher power. Stop tripping on the how-to. It ain't your business. The reason the how-to is not up to you, I have found in my life, is for this reason right here. Because my ways and my understanding is not enough to get me to where I want to go, be, have, and attain. To where I want to go, be, have, and attain. My ways and my understanding is not enough because I'm asking God for something so huge that I don't know how to get it, but I know that he does. You can't even fathom his ways. You can quit tripping. You can save yourself a lot of time. You can't Google his ways. You don't know the route he's going to take. You don't know how he's going to touch certain people's hearts along the way. You don't know how he's going to move people into position to get you exactly what you need, when you need it, and how you need it. You have no idea what God is going to do and how he's going to do it. So why trouble yourself with the how-to? Because it ain't your business. The how-to is not up to you. And the reason it's not up to you is because when you ask for something so great that you absolutely have to have God's help to get it, your ways and understanding is not enough. You won't be able to accomplish it because you can't even fathom his ways. You have no idea how he's going to go about it. You're clueless. You can't move the pieces the way God can. You can't do it, man. As a matter of fact, if you try, you are all in the way. Now you're going to mess it up. You are now blocking the blessing with concerning yourself with the how-to. The how-to is none of your business. You have to ask, believe, and be willing to work your tail off. That's how you accomplish it in life. And the how-to ain't your business. Those are my closing remarks. Y'all have a great weekend.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.